Hello and welcome back to Askademic's Basic English course. This is video 1. I am so excited to get started with you. Today we will be talking about is and are. So let's get started. Let's take a look at this sentence together, okay? The banana is yellow. The banana is yellow. Okay. It is a banana. It's a banana. The banana is yellow. Let's look at another example. The house is big. It is a house. It's a house. The house is big. So let's think about this. When we talk about something for the first time, we use what? See if you can figure out what we use when we talk about something for the first time. I'll give you a second to think about it. You have any ideas yet? Let's take a look. When we talk about something for the first time, we use a. So, for example, it's a house or it's a banana. This is a way of us to explain an object. One object for the first time. This is what it is. It is a house. Okay, so if we use a to talk about something for the first time, when we talk about something for the second time, we use what? I want you to think about it for a second. When we talk about something for the second time, we use, I'll give you a second to see if you can figure it out. Okay, here we go. Did you get it right? Let's see. When we talk about something for the second time, we use the. So the house is big. The banana is big. Or if I say it more naturally, the house is big. The banana is yellow. So, a is just talking about any kind of banana, okay? It's something when we're talking about for the first time. With the, it's a little bit more specific. We know which object we are talking about. It's not any house, it's the house, okay? So the house is big. It's the second time we talk about it. We already know which house it is. So those were a couple of basic English articles. Let's look at another piece of grammar here. So when we put it and is together, we use what? Again, I want you to take a second to see if you remember what we did in the first example. Okay, let's see if you figured it out. When we put it and is together, we use its. Okay, so it is a house becomes it's a house. This is very common in English. You will hear native English speakers saying this all the time. In fact, it is a house sounds very formal to a native English speaker. So more often you'll hear it's a house. Let's look at another example. So in this picture, they are houses, their houses, the houses are big. Let's take a look at these examples and see what's happening here. When we talk about more than one thing in English, we use what? Take a second to think about it. So did you get it? Let's take a look together. When we talk about more than one thing in English, we use S. So for example, one house becomes 3 houses. One banana becomes 6 bananas. 6 bananas sounds great, better than 1. So it's a simple matter of adding S to the end of a word, and that makes it plural. Now, there will be some exceptions to this. because English doesn't always follow the rules, but for now, add an S to make it plural. Now, let's try some more practice. I want you to use is or are to complete the following sentences. Feel free to pause the video and take as much time as you like. I'll be right here. Did you get it? Let's take a look. My brothers are Stephen and Graham. Number 2, the Spanish student is Miguel. Number 3, the apples are red and the peach is yellow. Number 4, the big house is my house. Now, did you see the pattern? We use is when the subject is one thing. We use are when the subject are multiple things. So my brothers, more than one brother, that means we use are. The Spanish student, that is one student, so therefore we use is. Easy, right? Let's try one more. Here's another few blanks, and I want you to try again, use is or are to complete these sentences. Feel free to pause the video and take as much time as you like. Okay, let's take a look together. My father is a bank manager and my mother is a doctor. The flag of Argentina is blue and white. The Simpsons are yellow. I love The Simpsons. Great show. Lastly, my sisters, Julia and Rachel, are students in New York. Okay, let's take a look at these. Some of them are a little tricky. Notice in the first example, my father is a bank manager and my mother is a doctor. It could be confusing because we have two people, but we're talking about them separately in two different clauses, two different pieces of a sentence. So it's the same thing. My father is, my mother is. There is one father, one mother. Okay? Now another example that might be a little confusing for us is number 2. The flag of Argentina is blue and white. So some of you might be saying, but wait, there is more than one color. Yes, but the subject of the sentence is the flag of Argentina. So how many flags? One flag. One flag, it means we use the word is. Okay? Let's move on to a different idea now, and we'll start with a new example. It is an apple. It's an apple. The apple is red. Let's think about this example as we move on. Now, let's think about this. When we talk about something that begins with a vowel in English, we use what? And remember, vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. Those letters are vowels. So, pause the video and think about this for a second. Did you get it? Let's see. When we talk about something that begins with a vowel in English, we use an, not a. So, for example, we talk about an apple, but a banana. Or an ice cream, but a dog. Or an umbrella, but a television. So there's a nice little trick to remember this. Okay, so we have two types of letters. We have vowels and consonants. Vowels, which we just discussed, have a soft sound, a very soft sound to them. Okay, so we use an to make the word sound a little bit better. It creates a link between the two. Okay? The other type of letters, consonants, have a hard sound to it. A cap, a cab, tab, dog, banana. Those all have a hard start to them. It's because they start with a consonant. So we don't need that link to make it sound easier. So an apple a banana. Okay? Think about that difference. Vowels are soft, consonants are hard. So with vowels, we use an. Okay, I know that's a lot of grammar to think about, so let's try it and see if you can figure it out. I have a list of words here, and I want you to think about if you would use a or an if you're talking about this word. Pause the video for a second, see if you can figure it out. Did you get it? Let's see. So, we would say an egg, a cat, an afternoon, a computer, an elephant, a flower, an eye. Again, vowel words, soft words, we use an. Consonants and anything else, we use a. Okay? Okay, are you still with me? I know that was a lot of grammar. You did great. Great job sticking with it. Come back for video 2. I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day.